Hi, good day everyone. So again, this is another day for another War Legends video. And for today's video, we'll be talking about on how I'll be utilizing the Orc technologies in the Dark faction. And as you can see, I started my game with training a lot of slaves until I reached the 18 food here. And once I reach the 18 food, I'll be training or I'll be starting to build my structures such as the barracks, pigsties, and sawmill. So once I was able to build those structure, I'll be training my first unit to spy on the enemy's camp. So for today's video also, you will be able to notice that I'll be not using any undead technologies, even though I prefer doing a undead technologies. I'm doing this to show you that there is so many ways that you can start your game here in War Legends. You don't have to stay with one pattern, especially if you like to explore things, right? So as you can see here, I started building my barracks since I reached the 18 food, and I started to train my first unit to spy on my enemy. And at the same time, I upgraded my Citadel to the tier 2 so I can go ahead and build another barracks and spam some orcs here to bolster up my ranks. And as you can see, even though the undead obelisk is available for me to build, I did not because I'll be using the orc branch. While I'm building my structures, at the same time I'm making sure that I'm saving a lot of resources such as the golds and the woods. And I'm building the totem of orcs for me to have the wolf rider. At the same time, I'm aiming to have the axe throwers in the future if needed, because after I sent my goons here, I was able to find out my enemy. There is a chance that he will be utilizing those helicopters, so that is why I hastily trained axe throwers in case that he will be spamming helicopters, because as you can see, I don't have any skeleton archers. If I only stick with goons and the wolf rider, then I'll be in the disadvantage point of this match, because none of the goons and wolf rider can hit an airborne unit unless my wolf rider tries to throw their clubs towards the helicopter. But yeah, and as you can see, for today's video, I'll be not utilizing the Eater. The hero that I'll be utilizing is Grok. Yes, you hear me right, Grok, because he works well with the orcs. He gave this buff that adding attack speed and damage, if I'm not mistaken. And now, as you can see, I trained a wolf rider, so I use wolf rider to gather resources and at the same time to spy on my enemies, because they have a high speed. So most of the units of my enemy cannot chase them and kill them, because one rule that I follow is do not let your unit die in vain. Okay, do not let your unit die in vain. So the reason behind that is because for us to be able to save up a lot of resources for the long run of this battle. And as you can see, I started gathering or claiming this totem of gold for an extra income for gold. And as you can see on how I micromanage my unit, I don't let my unit take so much damage. I'm pulling them back once I notice that they are taking a lot of damage, because what I want here is after I take the golden totem, I can still use them in battle. Okay, so as you can see, my enemy, my opponent, made his first move on spying my base here, and yeah, I was able to upgrade my one barrack here for tier 2. I did not do it simultaneously because what I want is I still want my other barrack to train troops so I don't stop increasing my army. And as you can see, I'm trying to claim that chest because it will bolster up my resources here. And I think my enemy is trying to temp check or just take a quick look on how what army that I have here. He sent his healer. And by the way, I just would like to mention I'm up against with a 3,999 player points, or is that a rank? I don't know, but that is rank point, I guess. And as you can see, while I'm trying to claim the chest, he made his move, a diversion move of attacking my base, hoping that he will be ambushing my units. But as you can see, I did not send all my units. I made one Wolf Rider stay on the chest to get that. So my resources increased, and this is a total win for me. It's because I was able to clear his army with a little loss. At the same time, I gathered a resources chest. So that's a total win for me, and that is a total setback to my opponent. So I proceed and go ahead on moving forward to his golden totem for an extra income, because I know he lost so many units. I know he cannot retaliate in the instant, so I made this bold move. So I also plan here on building an outpost, but not too much. I'll be just putting one tower here for percussion and for additional damage. So the reason why I did not dive right into his base, it is because he has the home court advantage there. You can see the Elven Tree, the monument that will give his units an extra damage, extra buff. I don't want to face his units with an extra buff like that. So I sent a spy, a bombardier. I don't know, I forgot what it's called. So the moment I noticed that I cannot go inside to his territory, I decided on attacking his units. So the reason behind that is because I'm looking forward, if there is a future battles, at least I was able to damage his units. So you might be thinking that hey Mo, he has a healer, your damage won't do a thing because in the future fights his units has a full health. Well, that is not the whole idea. The idea that I'm trying to convey here is if I was able to damage his army or unit, he cannot retaliate, or he cannot leave his base with that kind of army with a half health. And as you can see here, he sent out a knight to spy. But what I am going to advise you is never ever commit your knight to a fight where it will die, because that is a total loss for your economy, because you will be losing resources. And that's how I see my units here. Every time my unit dies, I must kill a unit from my opponent. That's how I manage things to make sure that he lose some resources there. At the same time, a unit, it makes him incapacitated when attacking me. And as you can see earlier, he sent out his Fox Rider, and that is a no. Do not do that. If you are planning to assassinate your opponent's slaves, utilize the trees. Okay. do not waste your units like what my opponent is doing, because you are wasting a firepower. Second, you are wasting your resources, because if your unit dies, you have to train again. That's a deduction from your resources. It means if I cleared out your army, you will be having a hard time training more troops simultaneously. You'll be having a hard time defending your base. And as you can see here, I'm building the mana well, is that called, or fountain, tower of mana, yeah. I usually put my tower of mana inside my base and some outside. The idea behind it is to protect my slaves from any scroll from the enemy. And as you can see, I was able to build an outpost there to keep him busy. And there is elemental spawn here, and I'll make sure that I'll be getting it. So it seems that he is doing a turtle strat as of the moment, because as you can see, I have the control over the map. And also, as you can see, I tried to build a napalm tower at his base. So because I have this plan that once I attack his base, I'll be simultaneously building that napalm tower. So making sure that I'll be getting this elemental. And as you can see, I was able to train my rocketeer, because I'm actually preparing or aiming to finish this game right now. So as you can see, I canceled the napalm tower because I'm waiting for my troops to engage in a fight. Unfortunately, I forgot that there's a tower there, so it destroyed my napalm tower. So I decided to move it behind my army so I can have an extra firepower. And here's where I want you to focus on. Once I was able to find out that he have an artillery or the catapults from the human race, I instantly go there and destroyed it, because if I let it live, if I let it do a free shot, my army will be in danger. This will be a failed invasion. But yeah, since I was able to notice his artillery, I was able to destroy it, and I was able to invade his base. And as you can see, he will be spamming a lot of these pixies or fairies. Maybe he's thinking that it will tank some axe throwers. He will be distracting my range units, but unfortunately I only have 3 range units here that will be distracted by his flying cockroaches. So what I always make sure also is that I always have control with my units, even in the middle of the fight. Okay, as you can see, none of my axe throwers focusing onto the pixies. And I sent out my worker to build another napalm tower, and I was able to destroy his castle. I think that's a win for me, and he's still refusing to surrender, but I just keep on destroying his buildings or structures until he quits, or I totally wipe out his army. So that's how I win on this fight with 0 undead technologies or unit. What I would like to tell you about this is you can play War Legends in so many different ways, in so many different army combinations. You don't have to stick to one. What you need to remember is always spy on your enemy, so you know how to counter his army. Because you cannot just stick to one type of race here. You need to use other technologies if he transitioned to another one. It's all about moves and counter moves. That's all. Also, it's all about saving your economy, making sure that you have enough resources by saving your troops, not letting them die instantly in the fight or in battle, or at least not letting them die in vain. Make sure your every move, your every ascent of your units, there is a purpose that will benefit your army, of course, that will lead you to victory. Well, that is all. That is all that I would like to say here, and I hope that you learned something and you will be able to use it in your real game scenario. So again, this is Mo. I'll be going out now. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends that who are playing Dark Faction. Goodbye and peace out.